Well, hello Shirley Rocks. Today we're looking at a game called Starmancer. Now this is by OmniUX Games and it's a Dwarf Fortress inspired space station sim. This is currently on Kickstarter and as you can see over here from the goals, it's popular already. So they wanted $28,000 to fund this project and they have got $38,000 and there's still 26 days to go. And when I show you this game, you'll realise why. So I'm just going to go through the Kickstarter page and then show you some of the actual game. So there's actually a demo available for PC, Mac and Linux, so you can go ahead and download that. That's what I'm going to be playing, the Windows one. You've got the different tiers over here on a Kickstarter on what you can do to actually fund the game. So the minimum one to get the game is $15 here, which gives you the base game, a digital copy, which is estimated to come out in January 2019. $25 gives you the game. You get your name in the credits, your name in the colonist pool, access to Discord, and all previous rewards. $35 gives you beta tester access. Also gives you access to wallpaper, PDF manual full of dev commentary, cheats, tips, lore, etc. So you'll be able to play that game before it's out. I don't know if that's going to be separate to early access or not, or even if it is coming out in early access. But I do hope it is because I want to play it. If you pledge $50 or more, you will get alpha access. So that's just basically what I assume is going to be early access. You've got alpha, beta, and then you've got your master copy. And these tiers, I'm not going to go through every tier, but basically the tiers go all the way up to, what's the most expensive tier? $99, which gives you you can name a cheat code in a game. The cheat code will get you to name will be randomly selected. Oh, okay. And what was the one over here? Oh no, 100. So I don't know. Wait a minute. What's going on with this? $300 is the biggest one. Anyway, for me randomly going through that, so go through here. Right. So this is the tier stretch goals, what they want. So I think if I'm right, there's about 2 guys working on this at the moment. So it's a small team, but as I said here, they're getting money. They're going to hire more people that are going to help them with the game, and it's going to be it's going to be cool. So what is Starmancer? So Starmancer, this is you. You are a human who has been fused and into like a machine, like an AI unit, but it's actually, so I guess it's a bit like the Borg, where your brain and body has been forged into a machine. That is the core of your base. If that gets destroyed, it's game over. And you play the game as in you're controlling the station, and if you lose your Starmancer, you actually die. It's interesting now, it says here the game is actually designed around the idea of consequence, cause and effect. So something bad happens, it's because you failed to prevent it. So yeah, I'll talk about a bit more like that in the build mode, but it's not necessarily because a random event kills you, it's because you've not looked after everyone. So it looks like there's going to be various story modes for this. So we've got some story modes here. We've got Flee Earth. A disaster on Earth prompted the creation of the Starmancer Initiative. Volunteers such as yourself were fused into machines, creating a hybrid of human and artificial intelligence. Oh no, so this is actually the whole backstory. What is it? Hang on, wait a minute. So this one's saying that there wasn't time to physically load all humanity into the Ark. Instead, the conscience was loaded into your core. And then this looks like a separate story. A damaged Ark. You awaken a strange solar system with a damaged Ark and corrupt memory cores. There are other active Ark ships in the system. You have no idea how many years have passed. Or years of dormancy have damaged your protocols however you want. So they look like scenarios to actually play the game. That's pretty interesting. So there's various consequences in the game. So you can get things like mutiny. If you don't keep your colonists happy, they will rebel against you. You've also got pirates who are looking for weak stations and will come and steal all your potatoes. There is a diplomacy section in this as well, apparently, where you can fuse relationships with various factions. Keep your station. When your entire station dies, it's not game over. You are a Starmancer after all. Simply grow a fresh batch of colonists and start a new story. Just clean up the dead bodies first. Okay, so you do have the colonists. I believe there's like a limited amount of colonists that you do have. So I want to. It doesn't mention it, but I should imagine you're going to be able to customize them a little bit. Maybe name them after people and customize them a little bit. So it says here that every colonist is grown in a tank filled with a consciousness from Earth. They have a history. Your colonist might have been a lawyer, politician, or barber. So they've got morale as well. You can assign them different jobs. They've all got different skills. It looks like the difference. I don't know if that's the skill or the job. That looks like a medic, a miner. What else is there? Crafting, maybe? I don't know what they do just yet. Colonists have a unique inventory filled with whatever it is that the colonists collect. Some of these items are harmless books and watches. Other items pose a danger to the colony, like shivs and cigarettes. What? So that's showing off a training range there, where you can see you've got a soldier training at the gun range there. That's pretty cool. Colonists develop relationships over time. They get jealous when good things happen. So that leads to, look at this. Looks like a bit like the Sims, where they're complaining about sleep there. That one looks just angry. Doesn't love you anymore. Looks angry. Okay, so rumours. That sounds quite interesting. Colonists talk to each other about what they experience. A bad day for one colonist can spread a rumour through the colony. Keep those low-class miners away from high-class mess halls. Okay, that looks good. Health. Colonists will die if you don't provide food, water, and oxygen. They also need to sleep and socialise. There's also the nutrition is really interesting, because apparently it's not like RimWorld where you can just feed everyone rice. If you do actually give people just a diet of, say, potatoes, it's not a balanced diet and they get sick from it. So that's interesting. There's going to be diseases as well. So colonists can contract diseases when they come back from missions or when they interact with outsiders. A well-placed quarantine zone. So that means you can send people on missions, build a quarantine zone, and then stick them in that. That's good. Okay, body parts. Colonists have legs, arms, and a head. Unfortunately for them, all of these can be damaged and broken. A colonist with a broken hand won't be able to carry resources. Nothing special happens when a head is broken. They just die. So you can see an injured colonist there. The station. So there's lots and lots of customization you can do to the station. You've got all various, there's wall tiles, there's different objects you can place. You can paint the walls. There's power and water grid in this as well. So there's a repair mechanic. So objects decay over time. If your mechanics don't perform routine inspections, you risk a breakdown. Your life support will stop working. Generators might leak radiation, or the heaters could boil all of the colonists. Oh dear, I can see this being like toxic fallout in RimWorld, and yeah, that's not going to be good. So oxygen. The game does have an oxygen system. You can spread oxygen with oxygen vents, and you do need to keep an eye on the temperature as well, as it said earlier, because they will freeze on the station and they'll burn if it gets too hot. So you've got to keep it nice and livable. The atmosphere does flow throughout the station, but it will be blocked by things like doors and airlocks to prevent. Well, you need to place that to prevent improper airflow. And there's radiation, as I said. Biomasses release radiation. It will lead to sick colonists. If you don't like a specific colonist, you should place their bedroom near an industrial area. Oh, that is dark. Dank memes. What else is there? So there are planets, moons, asteroids, and other stations in the solar system. All of these have resources and a physical location. Interestingly enough, talking about like solar system and stuff like that, there is a resource, solar panels, which apparently, depending on where you spawn, how effective the solar panels are, which I thought was pretty cool. So you might use it in one scenario, and then you do another game, and you're nowhere near the sun, so there's no point. So that's pretty good. Randomly generated each playthrough, which I do like. And as it says, resource, you can send out probes to find resources, and you can send people to go and collect them. The developer has talked about future plans for maybe sending people out on missions to go and get ice, bringing the ice back to the station, sticking that through an industrial process and extracting water from that. So that sounds quite interesting. So it says here, there we go. So being close to the sun will increase the efficiency of your solar panels. The extra radiation requires special shielding. Travel time to other planets determines your station's placement. So it looks like we are over here in this one. There's like a moon. There's some planets there. There's a mysterious dark hole. Is that a dark hole? I don't know. That looks scary. Looks like there's a pirate station there, and there's another station there. Okay, so there is going to be factions in here. So you will be able to interact with the other factions, build up a little bit of rapport with them. So that's going to be another interesting thing. So there's loads in this. The security. You can do guns in the game. So look at this. Pirates always know how to kill the mood. Look at these. Pirates are landing. Oh, no, they're going. So is it going to show me the start where they land? Well, let's see. So pirates land in these like dropships next to your station, bash your door in, unleash all the pirates, and create havoc. Okay, so this is going to be a good game. So it looks like I'm not going to go for all of this now because there's so much to go through. I'm actually going to skip now because I've been waffling for about 8 minutes. No, 11 minutes. Wow. So we're going to show you some of the game now. So we're going to jump straight into the game and show you some of the game. It's only a base thing at the moment. There's not an awful lot to see. Well, there's a lot to see of the actual base building, but none of the actual core of the colonists and things like that. So let's head right on over to the game. Okay, so we are back into the next part of this video. So this is the actual game Starmancer. So this is the area of space that we sort of start in. So I'm going to actually start putting some infrastructure units down now. So we need to put down, it's like a floor sort of unit where it's this here. It's actually called foundation. Now you can drag and drop this and do it like this, like rooms. Now, apparently I believe the full game, the dev had said that when the full game's out, you're not going to be able to just willy-nilly create your base from the start like this. They're not too sure how they're going to do it at the moment, but it seems to be you're going to start off with a basic base and then you can build onto it. So you're probably going to start with the basics for a base. So the main basic for a base, if I come out of that, we need to put an object in. It's the main hub of the base. Where is it? It's the actual... No, not in here. You can press escape and get rid of those. Security, health. It's a Starmancer core. So it's actually under... Where was that under? Security. No. It's under dev. Yeah, so this is going to be the main core of the base. So there's no actual sounds at the moment as well. So this is just going to be... So this is the main core of the base. This is your brain and body inside that. And you're going to build around that. So we're going to bring that out. So the basics for a base, you need the core, which is that. You can't really click on that and do anything with that at the moment. So I'm going to build the rest of the base up. So we're going to have our main core. And then I'm going to build some other rooms and purpose them for different things. So that's I'm going to do these are going to be my bedrooms over here. And then I'll need a corridor down the middle of all of these. That should be good. And fill it up. I can actually just cut and paste these out a little bit when I've done it. We don't want to do these too big. Okay. So we can actually delete little bits of walls. I think we can do delete object. Whoa, my pop filter has got a mind of its own. Right, if you right click, you can wiggle it around like that. You can actually hold down the middle mouse button and go like that. So I'm going to try and delete some of the walls. So delete object. No. That one. Why are you not work? Is it delete infrastructure? Oh no, delete wall floor. I just assumed it was next to it because it said build wall and I thought delete floor, but nope. I guess they need moving around a little bit. Okay, so we're going to do a little doorway through here. So we're going to make a little corridor. So we just do it like that. And then we go to objects. So we want to... No, we want wall, don't we? Was it? No, it is. It should be an object. There is doors. Where are my doors? Infrastructure, so that's all your materials, or your oxygen, things like that. Foundations to floor. Where are my doors at? Where are my doors? I cannot find my doors. Are they hidden away in here? Oh, here they are. So they are actually in here. So that's objects, and then you need to scroll down. No, it's not. It's wall. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, you're such a professional recorder, Shirley Rocks. So we do doors. Doors don't really make much of a difference at the moment, apparently. They're just do the same thing. Press the middle mouse button down, and you can do this. So let's just show you how detailed this is. It's nice. So you got all different types of doors. You can have sterile doors. So say, for instance, you wanted to do like a hospital wing. You could, I could decide this is going to be my hospital wing. So I could do a nice sterile door there like that. Then I could come along in here and I could choose my floor. So we want floor. And there's all different types of floors. So we've got a nice sterile floor here. I like the way these all lock together as well. So we place a segment. It does affect the other segments. Look, you can see it altering it all. So we're going to put a floor in here like that. There we go. That's a nice sterile floor. And then you can add all sorts of different objects. So for a hospital, you're going to need, let's see, we're going to need some medical beds in here. And what else have we got? A medical desk. Nice. We'll have one of them. Now you can click on some of these things and it gives you all sorts of information about them. So this one apparently is offline at the moment. It probably needs power. It's not complaining it needs power though. So maybe it doesn't need power. It might be a manual one. So that's going to be our medical room. So we've got 2 beds in there. We've got a medical bed. We've got a medical desk. And then off the medical wing, you could even do the amount of stuff you could do in this game is just, it's going to be amazing. So for hospital operations that don't go quite as planned, we could then do this. So let's delete the wall. Let's rotate it around. Let's take out. Oh, it's snapping to there. I wanted to get rid of that bit there. We'll be able to do it. We'll do it like that. And we're going to put our walls in. Our doors in, sorry. So we want a sterile door there. And we want one there. And then we just need to build wall again. No. We need to build foundation, sorry. So there you go. And then in here, you could have this as my morgue. So I could have my little morgue units there, and then I could maybe put like an incinerator in there as well. So that's pretty cool. So there is a massive, a ridiculous variety of things to actually build. So that's going to be cool. So we've got our main base over there. Now, you will actually, this can actually get destroyed and you will lose. Now, interestingly enough, one of the things that can actually destroy you is your own colonists, which I thought was quite interesting. Why can't I place a door there? Let's see. Let me just delete this for a second while I'm distracted by shiny things. Okay, so I wanted to put an armored door there and there. Yeah, so this can be destroyed by raiders who will come, like pirates will come and attack you. But interestingly, if also your colonists. Now, let me talk a little bit about graffiti. So this is one of the interesting things that I heard the dev talking about, which you wouldn't necessarily know about this just from looking at the items. So we need to look at its wall art. Now, where's it under now? Okay, so as I was saying, I had to find out where it actually was. When you actually get the core destroyed, one of the things you can do is you can get colonists will mutiny against you. Now, one of the first signs of them mutiny against you is you will start getting various graffiti around the station. Now, you might automatically think that this graffiti is just something cool that looks in a game, but apparently it's... so if you start seeing things like this on your station walls, it's actually because your colonists aren't happy. And one of the first things they will do is they will go along and do graffiti on the walls, and then eventually they'll band together and they'll come and they'll come and attack you. So things like not feeding them, put a poor station, a dirty station as well, I guess. So that is quite interesting. So it's not just a case of pirates are going to come and attack you. You do have to look after your colonists, otherwise you will be in trouble. So looking after them. So what do you need to do to look after your colonists? Now, I can show you some of this. There is a lot of the basic buildings are in there, but the actual functionality of them isn't. So in order to get your station up and powered, look at that, it looks so good. You need generators. So generators produce power. So as you can see here, this is churning away, making me power. And what else does a station need? So you're going to need power, you're going to need oxygen, you're going to need water. So oxygen is produced by the oxygen machine here. Let's put it this way around. I don't know which way around it needs to be, actually. So as you can see, this at the moment, if we go to this info, we can see we're actually lacking power at the moment. So we've got a generator there and we've got that there. Now, we can simply power that by doing that. There you go. And it's now animated. Now, a nice thing to do about this, if you've played RimWorld and these other sim games, you don't like having these wires everywhere. You can actually route the power through the wall. So let me see if I delete the power. I want to delete the power there. Will it let me delete it? Infrastructure. Delete infrastructure. There we go. Right, so if we delete that, that's the idle where it powers down. That is so cool. Sorry, I was just having a bit of a moment. Right, so we can do the power in the walls. So if we do it looks like it's not placing it, but it is. Look, see, there we go. It is powered there, and you can't actually see the power that's in the walls at the moment, though. So I don't know if that's a bug or if that's a future thing, but anyway, that's the oxygen up and running now, and we can see this. You can go to this and you can see all the, hopefully we should start seeing this producing oxygen. I don't know. I don't think you do yet because it's too early, but these are all the different materials that are in it as well. Can't quite, there's no tooltips or anything for these for the moment. So you can hover over them, but it doesn't actually tell you what they actually are. So yeah, so I'm guessing in future you'll be able to zoom in and see what they are. Right, so we've got the power. And we've also got oxygen. We're also going to need water as well. Now, water's a bit vague at the moment because we've got a couple of water things. We've got a water recycler, which is let me try and zoom in. Yeah, so we've got a water recycler. Place that down, and we've also got water storage. So we put that down, put them two down. Now, these do what they say in the tin, store water, these recycle water. Now, if you look at this at the moment, you'll see I'm lacking power, I'm lacking resources. So we can go ahead and connect the power up, which is the wire here, and we can just do it over here like that. There we go. And it's now lacking water. So you can hook it up to the water here, like so. And then you should start seeing this working. Look, you can see that filling up and that filling up there. So this is actual a recycler though. So I think later on this is going to take your dirty water, from things like toilets, showers, things like that. And it's going to recycle it into usable water. Because you can see this one here is actually filling up with water now. Is it producing it? Can Can't really tell. Can't really tell how many units I've got in at the moment, but it's early still. So we've got the oxygen. So we do need we need to get this oxygen into the various other rooms as well. So let us do this, and we want to do air vents, I believe it is, which is this one. Is it air vent? I think it is. So this is going to transfer oxygen from one room to another. So we should be able to just stick one over there and stick it there, and then we need to link these up. I think, can we link them up like that? It looks like that's linking up. Seems to be, because there's different types of vents. There's also wall vents as well, which you can just stick, as it says on the tin, a wall vent. So, say for instance, like you've got rooms over here. You know, if you've ever watched any of my RimWorld videos, you know I'm a fan of building all of my rooms in little lines. So you can actually vent these all together like that. As you can see, it's a two-sided vent, so it's on that side and that side. So that's how you seem to spread the oxygen between them. So you just have to like run these all around. So if I wanted to do all the way over there, I could. Can you do it through doors or not? Let's have a little look. Yeah, you can. I'm not too sure that's connected properly. Maybe do I have to end it in a wall vent, perhaps? Come on, wall vent. No, it doesn't seem to let me do it, but yeah, so that's how you get the oxygen round. And you also need another thing for building your rooms. You do actually need to heat the rooms up as well. So you're going to use things like this. This is a heater. So if we stick one over there, as you can see, that will make our rooms nice and toasty warm. Let's zoom in a little bit, and we can see the information on that. You can see the temperature. That's actually raising the temperature of the room there. Quite slow at getting the temperature going, but I don't know if it's equalising the pressure between the other rooms or not. Okay, so we've got some water, we've got some power, we've got some oxygen being pumped out. Let's see if there's any other things I need to place that'll help the oxygen, because I kind of feel like I've not done that oxygen right. I can't see any other wall objects for doing that, though. I guess it must be right. It must be the air vent. Another cool thing you can do is you can actually paint your walls. I know you're all wanting to paint your walls in space. So you've got all these different type of prints here. So we've got your standard print. You've got a test print there. You got sterile. So that's a good idea. Let's go to the hospital wing. So you've got your hospital wing here. You want to do sterile things. Now you're like, oh, Shirley Rocks, I really hate clicking on all the wall sections. It really annoys me. Well, fear not. If you hold down shift, you can actually do whole big segments like that. There you go. The whole room, instant paint job. That'll do. I'll try a more empty room so I can show you that, doing that a little bit better. So this one here, right? So say for instance, we want to do this room as an industrial room. Oh, a lab. Right. You just hold down shift and it'll show. That's not, I'm not even pressing left click there. Look, let go of shift. There you go. You can instantly see what it's going to look like. Just hovering over it. Come on. Oh, this is foundation already. That's why it's not doing that. It looks so good. Ah, rusty. Window fancy. Nice. I do like that. So that is excellent for making your bases look awesome. And we've already seen the floors. I think I showed them before. Let's see if we can do the same with floors. So if we go to, say, fancy, can we hold down shift? No, we still have to drag the actual floor. Ooh, it's like I made my own giant chessboard. What else do we need to talk about? So we've got heat, we've got power, we've got oxygen, we've got water. Food. Food might be a good idea. That might be a good idea to show Shirley Rocks. So, I always feel weird talking about myself in the third person. Right, we're going to do foundation. We're going to do a little room. I say little. It's going to be a massive room. I'm going to do a door. So, objects. Yep. Let's do a painted door there. Come on, give me a door. Now, that's not placing that because I've got there's no gap. So let's do delete wall. There we go. Build object. Painted door. There we go. So this is going to be our farm. So farms are actually under here. So you got a variety of delicious things for us to build in here. So apparently the basics for growing food, you need... Oh, I've just gone crazy. I did not mean to place that many things. Just don't place them all. You're spoiling this surprise. Right, so a basic thing for food is you need a crop spot. So let's just do 4 here. Now, these are complaining at the moment. They need water, power, and also no output for dirty water. Interesting. This needed dirty water before, I believe. No piped output for water. Let's see if we can hook these up. See if we can hook a brother up. So we need to do infrastructure again, and we need to hook all this up to the power grid. I'm going to be lazy and do it through the wall here. So we're going to do it through there. Connect it up. Now, do we need to connect it all up? A little bit. I don't know if they connect up properly or not. They seem to be connected. Are you connected? Let's have a little look at info. Yeah, it is. It is connected. Right. So now these need water as well. So we can do the same with the water. We could just divert the water all the way down here like this. And let's see if that's going to automatically, magically connect. There we go. Nice. So now you see we've got the water coming from over here, down here to the crops. Now, crops. I can't grow anything at the moment, but you can actually see what you can grow. So one of the interesting things I mentioned earlier about this is you can't just give your colonists all, say, for instance, wheat or rice, because they probably get space scurvy or something really bad, but you need to give them different stuff. So you've got different things you can grow here. Look, wheat. You've got tomato, you've got carrots, you've got potato. So you can choose all different things for them to grow. And then once they've actually finished growing the things, there is actually various cooking things you need. Now, I'm just doing this as a separate room just because I'm trying to recreate what a base will be like. So if we do it like this, and then we need to delete wall. It's going to be quite tricky building the rooms with a snap tool like that, though. I keep messing that up. Build foundation there, so we're not... Come on. There we go. Right. So, a basics for a kitchen, you need a fridge for storing the food. Look at that. You can see the back of the fridge. That is just attention to detail. So, we stick our fridge in like that. And then they also need a place to pick the food up from. So... I believe they take the food from the fridge to a food counter where it's prepped, and then it's cooked in an oven, and then, I think that's the right way around. I hope it is. Is it or not? I don't know. And then once they've got the cooked food, I believe is that the serving point there? Dish drop off. I'm going to power all this up. Let's get me some power. We're just going to connect the power like this. Apparently, is that connected? Why is that not connected? There we go. Now you can look in here and it should show you the temperature, 5 Celsius. There's all your different items for stock. So you can see there, you've got like carrots. What else have we got in there? Various other food things. I can't actually tell what some of them even are. Dish drop-off point there. And then we've got our oven there. Not actually got anything being produced at the moment. And we've got our food counter there. So I believe it's get the food from there, prepare it there, cook it there, and then serve it there. So you're going to need to drop it off as well once you've finished with it. Now we have got a food recycler. Now that's got to be interesting. I don't know the functionality of that yet. If that's maybe going to be, if you don't eat all your food, then maybe you can take your empty plates to here. Ooh, it does look interesting though. So let's just connect that up for power just because we can. Still complaining about something. Lacking resources. Now I'm guessing that's mouldy food. You can choose what level of food that you want to put in there. So you've got fresh, mouldy, rotten, or none. Okay. Okay. Now I mentioned earlier about solar panels. You can actually stick solar panels outside. Let's see. Do I need a foundation for them? Or do I attach them to the side of the base? I guess we're going to need some sort of foundation for these. Do we need to do like a floor, an outside floor? And then stick the solar panels on top of that? I guess so, yeah. So you got your solar panels there. And then we're going to connect these up to the grid. So we're going to do wire. Is that connected? Is that classed as connected? It should be. Wait a minute, are you connected? I don't know if we can actually make any power at the moment in this level. Can't actually click at those on those yet. But a lot of this stuff is quite early. So we've got power, we've got food. You can do, there's a whole load of things you can do with, for instance, bedrooms. You know, you could do like a barracksy type room here. Then you could go and stick your cosmetics, your walls. Let's paint the wall actually. Let's do a nice standard print bedroom. There you go. Put some cosmetics. So you could even go to do things like this, right? So I've got me room here. Let's do. Can we do a window? Yes. And then can we paint curtains next to the window? Oh, we can. Look at that. That is cool. You can even do little paintings on the walls. Nice. Other rooms. Let's have a little look. So we did do that basic hospital room there. There is all sorts of other things that you can build. So you can build, for instance, like a bathroom. So you could have toilets in here. There you go. Make sure, is that facing? There's the front of the stall there. There you go. And then you'd want a sink in there as well. Okay. I'm not going to connect that up, but you can see that needs to be out. Actually, that needs to be outputted to dirty water. That was complaining about no pipe output for water. Might try and connect that up and just see if it does actually work. Do I need a door or not? Probably. Let's delete this. Make it into a room. Infrastructure. We want to do a water pipe from there. There we go. And then we're going to take that all the way down the corridor. I'm just going to stick it through the wall. And connect this up. And do dirt. Come on, trying to connect it. Why is that not letting me connect it? All right, let's delete the wall. Is that because I'm trying to do the... Oh, of course, that's space. No wonder I can't build that there. I've only just realised I built my hospital wing leading out to space. Oh dear. Let's just make that into a room then. And build a floor. There you go. There you go. That should be out in space now. Okay, let's do infrastructure again. Water pipe. Do it over there. Do it out there. That should be. It should be connected now. It looks like it is actually connected because if you look, it's actually blue. I think blue must mean it's carrying water. Oh, nice. Let's clear that error message. I still don't understand why it's still complaining it needs something. Anyway, so that's that room. Now, when you've got people coming and attacking the base and stuff like that, there is various security things as well. So there's loads of different things. We've got things like we can add weapons lockers to the walls. Oh, look at the way they slide down, revealing the goodness inside. You can add big sentry guns. You can add standard sentry guns. We can add a gun range, which is useful for training your staff. So let's stick one of those there. Can we see that running? These basically where the colonists will come along and improve the gun skills. We've got an emergency sensor, which I'm assuming the emergency sensor is going to be something that's the run to and connect if there is a emergency. So let's try and connect this up to the power. So let's get that connected up. Can we click on it and see anything? Can't really see an awful lot. It looks like we can. I don't know what that adds, but we can do that. You got checkpoints as well. I imagine these are going to be like if you got. I don't know if you've got a prison, but maybe it's going to be like a metal detector, and later on you can power it up, and it'll. Because I do know that colonists can actually apparently carry shivs and weapons and stuff in the game, so that's going to be all sorts of fun. So that's all health section done. So we've got toilet, sink, morgue. Yeah, we've done all of those. Incinerator. We've not done the first aid station. That looks like it's just going to be bandages and stuff that they can go and grab stuff from. Okay. And we've also got the dev menu where you can trigger various things. So you can trigger like wreckages. You can do let's see, simulate a damaged door. Can we do a damaged door? Let's try and do one somewhere. Where's there a bit? About there. There you go. You can see that there. Looks like there's been a bit of a laser firefight. You can actually seal doors as well by just clicking on them, so you can forbid access to certain areas. So you can just seal a lot of these. You click on them all, and then as you can see, they seal up, so you can't get in them, which is cool. Oh, actually, interesting. Look at that there. What? I've just seen my first ever person. Wow. I've never seen a person in the game. I don't know how I spawned them. That is pretty cool. How did I spawn them? So you can actually choose. Oh, well, this is a whole new thing. I've not even seen this before. You can actually see the different the roles you've got here. So you've got miner, mover, farmer, mechanic, doctor, soldier. You can actually see they're actually dead at the moment, though. So the clothes look like they change colour when you give them a different role, which is pretty cool. Oh, I brought all the errors up there. We need to clear that. There we go. So I don't know how I triggered that. I think it was something to do with sealing and unsealing the door. Weird. Don't know how I did that, but that's pretty cool. So, as I said, there's all different things there. Look, you can build a monument. You can build a vault. Do different types of floor damage. There you go. I think that's pretty much all of the stuff then I've covered. Loads of different miscellaneous stuff, like you can add chests. You could do like awesome dining areas. Say, for instance, I wanted to do a dining room in here. I could just go and get a table. I could then stick a couple of tables down there on it. And then I can get some chairs around there. There you go. Nice. You got things like lockers. So there's a lot of different things in this game. It's going to be fun. I am looking forward to actually playing this. I think I've backed this myself, so I am hoping to get a key for this so I can actually play it. Well, I say I backed it. I'm gonna back it after this video, but after actually recording this video, I do actually realise I probably will need to chuck a few extra bucks to get the early access. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to play it earlier. But it depends on if the developer actually wants this being shown while it's in such an early state, because there is going to be bugs and things like that, but I mean the core components of the game are there. There seems to be a lot of stuff, and it's going to be fun. I do think it's going to be really good. There's all sorts of stuff. I've not explored any of this yet, but you can see there's all things like radar dishes. Let's see if we can replace the solar panels. No, I can delete the object. Maybe I can delete the object there. Put a radar dish. Nice. Put a landing pad. Can we put a landing pad? We probably can put that, actually. I think we just need to build a bigger foundation. Delete the walls. Because you don't want walls when you're building a landing pad. There you go. So then you've got our nice little landing pad there. Yeah, as I said, it is early, but it does look like it's got the potential to be pretty awesome. It's really detailed. You got fountains, digital billboards. What do they show? Hopefully they're going to show ads, because they've got ad blocker running. Got things like this as well. What does that do? Biotank. So what does a biotank do? It's lacking resources. I don't know whether that takes in food and produces but I think biotanks are actually where the colonists are made. So maybe that's how you actually make them. I'm lacking whatever it is to actually make them, but yeah, anyway, that's all I'm going to show for now. That's enough of me waffling on. So this is Starmancer. This is a very, very early work in progress demo. You can go and grab it on the Kickstarter. There's another 26 days to go before the Kickstarter ends. It's already hit its funding target in 2 days, so I think a lot of you are probably as excited as me that you want to see it. So, yeah, we're going to initiate condition red. We're going to put a fire. Let's do a few big fires, and then we are out of here. So, yeah, we're going to get some fires there. So this is just to show you what is probably going to happen to every single game I play in this. There you go. So, as we are burning, I'm going to leave that now and go. I'm Shirley Rocks. Thank you for watching. This is Starmancer. Anything else you want to see on this that you think I could show you in this, let me know, and I'll see you next time.